Wait, I want to do that. Is that the new intro?
No. Jazz hands is the new intro.
All right.
What do we got today? Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
Rex, whiskey glasses.
Yeah, so this is Journeyman.
Yeah.
You want to know what this is called?
Journeyman.
Corsets, Whips, and Whiskey. This is a gift from Roberta Lang.
Roberta Lang, you magnificent bastard.
Now, the odds of you getting this are pretty low. We're going to find something to compare it to.
Okay.
But it is a wheat whiskey. So here's what I kind of want to compare it. We did a wheat whiskey. I want to compare it to that Woodford because it should be easier to get a Woodford wheat whiskey. And wheat whiskeys are not easy to come by.
True.
This is 100% wheat.
Wheat whiskey, at least I have said before, and I think you had a similar opinion, that wheat very often is going to be sweet and soft.
Yeah.
Not tremendous amounts of layers of complexity and nuance.
We've both said that out from their website.
Okay.
Their description of their own whiskey. 100% wheat provides a soft sweetness.
That's funny. So they know.
Yeah.
They know.
On the nose.
But I am getting a nice vanilla in
Ooh,
here.
yeah.
Right?
Like a...
This is that wheat, sweet softness.
There's almost a root beer note in there. Like a creamy root beer.
Oh, like a cream soda almost?
But not quite cream soda. Like a more, but not quite root beer. It's in the middle ground somewhere.
Even
in
though
there.
it's cold, I'm taking my shoes off so you can feel
Tall. I'm wearing my lifts. Hey, look, we're getting closer to the same height. With you in those shoes and me in boots, cowboy boots.
Ooh, that's just easy, man.
I like that.
That is so...
We tried their Silver Cross and I don't remember what we thought about it.
This may be one of the most sweet vanillas.
But not so
Like-
much that it's flavored.
Getting there.
It's crawling. This is close to...
This is TX blended.
Yeah, this is close to TX. I kind of want to try TX blended now.
So TX blended reminds me of melted vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
But these are notes that a lot of people who don't even consider themselves whiskey people will absolutely love. The way
Yes.
that vanilla, it's rich, it's sweet, it's creamy. You got that sweet softness from the wheat in there. For somebody that likes a tremendous amount of depth and complexity and nuance and interesting, switchbacks on the way to the finish, it's probably not here. This is almost too likable. You know
It's
what?
beautiful. Let me come back into it.
This tastes like a photoshopped whiskey.
Yeah, my aftertaste is
A
very
little bit-
wood and oak.
A little bit too pretty.
I'm getting a little more wood on the aftertaste than I got in the initial sip, which gives it more character and more depth. Not just candy.
I am getting this slight layer of acetone. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it does. It's nice to bounce against that just creamy vanilla, very sugary vanilla sweetness.
No, TX blended is even sweeter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, try it. It's significantly sweeter. See, that's what I'm saying. This has more wood character to it. That's pure candy.
Melted vanilla ice cream. Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's
That's
actually
the
one of
note.
my favorite parts of a bowl of ice cream is
Right.
when it's still cold, but
Right.
it's definitely melted.
That's the note I remember giving on the TX Blended episode. It's like, were we exaggerating a little bit? Because it's kind of hard to
No.
remember flavors that have been many months. I think that's possibly years ago.
Yeah.
Melted vanilla ice cream. That's the whiskey, and it stays with you. Okay, back to the Journeyman.
Yeah, coming back to that, there's more pepper spice. There's more things that the wood brought to the whiskey.
More complexity than the TX Blended.
Now, how does it compare to Woodford's straight wheat whiskey?
As you pour that, are you also getting that acetone note?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A little bit metallic sweetness.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, the Woodford is sweeter than I remember now.
Oh, I am getting on the nose of that Woodford wheat whiskey.
Oh, this is
Oh, and
59%.
sherry, oak and sherry.
No
on
wonder
it.
it's a little bit hot and bitey. It's 60% alcohol,
What?
dude.
This is a different animal. The Woodford wheated. Mm-hmm. This is oak and dried maraschino cherry, and that's the notes that I'm giving coming right off the heels of the Journeyman and the TX Blended. Coming off the heels of something else and maybe a different presentation, but right now it's oak and maraschino cherry.
With a little bit of water, the Journeyman switches to barrel char.
Now you said that was almost a 60% whiskey.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. I was
Beautiful.
No, and the amount of softness that is still in that bottle at that high of a proof, I think that is characteristic of what we very often see in wheat whiskey.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a softer.
Try it
sweeter-
now, and you'll even before you sip it, smell it. You're gonna start to smell barrel char.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like slight burnt.
Yeah, a little bit.
Isn't that wild? With
The
a little
oaky,
water.
The oaky char character, that shows up for sure. I kind of like this.
I do too. I was prepared not to.
Well,
I don't have any reason why. You want to know the funny story though? So these guys are in Three Oaks, Michigan. The factory that they use used to be, look at this combo, used to be a corset and buggy whip factory.
Ooh la la.
That was in one factory. What do you guys make? Well, you know, corsets and buggy whips.
Yeah. I was about to get into the comments that you printed out. Now since we started shooting in here, there's been an Easter egg, an inside joke that I was wondering how long it would take before people started making the comment of, hey, we can see your boom mic.
Yeah.
And then that sets me up for me to get in the comments and say, just the tip. And that's happened. That's been happening.
It has
More
been
and more.
happening, yeah.
Actually, this one's getting pretty beefy.
It is. Yeah, you're getting like
You're getting some shaft.
graphic design. The logo's starting
Getting
to show up.
microphone shaft. Nick Roning. Does anyone know how major distilleries track all of their barrels, age, location, rickhouse, etc., or when they are going through a rickhouse and they pull a sample, if it resembles the taste profile they're looking for, they just pull it into a different area to be categorized and placed into a batch or something in between. The logistics of tracking and managing millions of barrels is something interesting to me.
Yeah.
Software.
So Jared said something when we were there hanging out with him last week, which was, look, don't get into working at a distillery if you don't like spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Because you inevitably end up using countless spreadsheets tracking everything. Now, Whiskey Systems is one of the best programs for the craft guys. We use that. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of different programs that you can use, and you input all of your data and helps you track all the stuff. Yeah. My favorite to date was Gabe's program.
Okay.
Gabe from Balcones.
Oh, yeah.
Repurposed demographic. What do you call it when you get census? Like software,
political campaign tracking software,
and then he repurposed that to track barrel profiles by age, and basically created like a demographic program. And so you can select
types of barrels and types of flavors and where they are, and you can grab them.
And then as they taste them, they go back and add tasting notes to each of those barrels, so that when they and then those are tracked as like tags.
That was a fun episode. It was an episode about how to blend your whiskey like a master distiller. We did that with Jared. And it's on the Tribe channel. We'll link that up here. We got Draco Rogue. Okay, I need gift ideas for my sister. She wants an odd whiskey. What is the weirdest whiskey you can think of? Odd flavors, odd grains, blue corn, weirder the better. The weirdest whiskey. Oh, it was that peanut butter thing we did recently.
yeah, but that's the...
It's going to be impossible to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need something...
I was looking for rye. The weirdest one is one that Rex always... freaks out about.
I don't know if they make that old sap.
Old sap.
It's up here.
Yeah, something from Wiggle.
No, not something. Because Wiggle makes...
This one specifically.
Yes, that one's...
so weird.
Because Wiggle makes, like, beautiful, amazing whiskeys. There's so much that they make that I absolutely love. Specifically, the old sap. I'm not even sure if they make it anymore. It is so...
traumatic.
Weird.
You guys in the comments, give Draco some help.
It's the part... And again, Wiggle makes beautiful stuff. That one, for me... That particular one, that was the only one, was like the parking lot water behind a fast food joint that's been sitting stagnant for days. And
then you poured it through like a botanical herb garden.
And then everybody at Wiggles can be like, oh, such a jerk. Why would you say that? It's that one. They make beautiful stuff, but that one.
We're
insulted a wonderful, brilliant distillery.
Fine.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
Steal, may you steal your liver.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.